Hi, I'm Brian Smallwood. I'm the head coach for the boys and girls varsity tennis team at Hawken. And today, we're going to be going over the advanced forehand. We're going to do some review first. So in order to hit the things, the kinds of forehands that we want to hit, the first thing we got to do is we got to understand what grip that we should be using. We went over this in our beginner and intermediate lessons, but I want to do it one more time. The racket is up and down. On the end is an octagon. The top bevel is 1, and then you go clockwise around the handle. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Those are called the bevels, and the bevels connect with the panels that go up the handle. So this is panel 1, this is 2, this is 3, and so on around to 8. The ridges between the panels are the half marks. So this would be 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. And for a forehand, we're going to line this knuckle, the knuckle of your index finger, and if you're left-handed, obviously your left hand, but I'm doing it right-handed today. This knuckle is going to line up on 3.5 for a forehand. We're going to use our left hand and put it under the throat, and this will be our ready position. In the advanced mode, many people have been taught that the ready position is up and down, and if you watch any professional players, you don't see that. What you'll see is you'll see a forehand centric or a forehand ready position out in front of the body. And the reason we do this is that we want to turn in what's called a unit turn when we get ready. Again, we're in a ready position, and when the ball comes, we're going to turn with our entire body, our upper body and our feet. After we make the turn, the racket is going to circle down, come through, make contact at your waist, and then follow through over the shoulder. There are 3 phases in every stroke. There's a preparation, there's the hitting phase, and then there's the follow through. But at an advanced level, we're also going to add the footwork. Helping me today with the footwork is Haley Garber. Haley, introduce yourself.
I'm Haley Garber. I'm a rising freshman at Hawkins School, and I'll be on the girls' tennis team.
Thanks, Haley. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to watch Haley hit some forehands, and then we're going to get into making sure that we're adding spin. We're also going to add footwork, and we're going to talk about flights a little bit today. All right, here we go. Okay, good job. Awesome job. We do high fives like this now. Yay! Okay, so what we're gonna really dial in on, and you can see Haley's a very good player and she knows how to hit her forehand. What she's learned is she's learned how to correctly space herself away from the ball with a unit turn. She's also learned what level to take the contact point at, which we went over in our intermediate lesson. What we're gonna add now is specific footwork skills to help her with the directionals that we also went over in the intermediate lesson. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the 3 different kinds of footwork that you would use to go to move out to a ball. Your feet would be moving, and then you would split step. After you split, you're going to turn, and I want you to notice that you're going to be in what's called an open stance before you even move anywhere. What we're going to do first is we're going to go over open stance forehand. We're going to run out to the ball and stop with the right leg, because that's the direction we're moving. We're moving right, and we're not going to do anything. We're just going to load on this right leg, and we're going to hit this forehand, and then we're going to cross the feet and come back to the middle. So again, open stance forehand looks like this. The feet are moving, you split, you turn, you go out, you load, you explode, you cross, and you come back to the middle. Let's watch Haley hit a couple open stance forehands. Good job. Another big high five. Well done. Second stance we're going to use is going to be the squared stance. And this is the stance that I was taught as a kid, and a lot of people still teach. But you're going to be turning and going out, and you'll stop, and what you'll do is you'll step directly forward so that the legs are actually in line to strike a ball. And incidentally, this specific stance helps you hit a ball straight ahead. So again, we're going to go back to we're ready, split, turn, go out, load, and step in and lean in as we strike a ball. Let's try a couple of those. Great. Yep. Good. Yep. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and then the third stance we're going to go over is going to be called a closed stance. And I particularly like the closed stance for one specific shot, and that is an inside-out forehand. So Haley's going to start here in the middle, and she's going to split, but then she's going to get around the ball and load with her right leg, and then step in with the legs actually closed off to the court. This is called a closed stance forehand. And what it does is it creates the lane to hit the ball through. So she's going to actually try to hit closed stance on her forehand here. Yep. Nice. Down more. Try to close it up more. Yep. Yep, better. One more. Great, awesome. Okay, so now, if we swing around, we're going to actually add the directionals with the footwork. And what we need to do is we need to see the whole court on this, okay? So basically in our last lesson, we talked about 4 different kinds of directions to hit. And I'm going to show you how those different stances, we're going to jump right into hitting all 4 at the same time. Haley's going to come out and she's going to hit a ball that's wide and she's going to go cross court on it. She's going to use an open stance on that ball. Then she's going to come back to the middle. Then she's going to be pulled out again to hit a down the line ball. She's going to use a squared stance on that. Then she's going to come back to the middle and she's going to hit an inside out ball. Now Haley has an option, and every player does, to hit a closed stance or an open stance on that. And then she's going to come back and hit the last direction, which is going to be inside in, which should be open as well. So here we go. We got all 4 cross court, open stance, down the line, closed stance, inside out. She went with the open, that's fine, and then inside in. Good job, well done. High five, nice job. So basically, we add the different kind of footwork to hit and aid our body to move in the direction that we want to when we strike the ball. Now, if you take a look at the net right now, there is a big yellow line going above, and that's going to be the next level. And what we're going to be talking about is flights. And so while Haley gets a variety of forehand, she can use the footwork to help her, but she's now going to also try to create a flight where the ball goes up 4 to 6 feet above the level of the net, and she's going to be hitting for depth. So she's really going to try to lift the ball up and hit what they call an angular forehand, where the ball goes back in a big rainbow. All right, take it away, Haley. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, good. Awesome. Good job. Well done. Nice. Yeah. So, another high five. Yay! Okay, so basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to groove a forehand that has the right spacing, that has the right take back, that has the right footwork, that has the right direction, and most importantly for those advanced players out there, we want to have the right flight. And so you're pushing back your opponent all the time. I want to thank you for joining us for the advanced forehand lesson. We'll see you next time on the backhand. Have a good one.